let's say we start off this trick by having the spectator go in ahead and select in which deck they would like to use, and then I would use the other. So let's say the spectator here would like to use the blue deck, and I will take this different color deck here. So the spectator can go ahead and take their deck out of the box, and I'm going to do the same thing here. And both of us are going to go ahead and select a card. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the deck like this and see if I can select a card like this. So I'll give both of these decks a little shuffle. And let's say I go ahead and I select, where is the card? Let's say this card right here. Now, the spectator is going to select a card as well, but this time they're going to do it face down. So they're going to spread through and take any card they would like out and place it on top of the deck. After they have done that, we can go ahead and switch decks. So, on the count of three, we're going to go ahead and we're both going to turn over our top card here. So, one, two, three. The spectator has the six of hearts, and I have the six of hearts as well. So, that is going to be the trick for today. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. So before I do the tutorial, I'm going to do the second to last deck review here. So let's go ahead and get straight into this. So the next deck review we're going to be doing is the Deadpool deck review. So starting right off, you can see on the top is going to have Deadpool in red. They look like block letters. They could be bubble letters. And then they have a white outline. Then there's going to be Deadpool right here with his gun. And then he's going to be on different cards in the back. It's going to say playing cards on the bottom. So this is going to be the front box, the front design of the box. Now, carrying over to the top of the box, we're going to see it's going to have a black border, and it's going to say Deadpool as well, matching the front, okay, with that white outline. Now, on the sides, it's going to have the same thing, Deadpool, and it's going to have that logo right here. And then this is going to carry all the way over to the other side, just like this. And then on the bottom, you're going to have your barcode and copy all of that. Now, on the back, it's going to have three cards. The first one is going to be the Eight of Hearts. The second one is going to be the back design of the cards. And the last one is going to be the King of Clubs. And it's going to say, everyone's fast-talking mercenary is featured in 52 mirrored images in this officially licensed deck of playing cards. So this is going to be the box, and if you open up the flap, you're going to see how it's just going to be a black flap, so nothing there. Then it's going to be black on the inside, and then it's going to be white. So this is going to be the box. Now, what two cards do you get? Well, you're going to get two jokers right off the bat, and these jokers are somewhat identical. So as you can see, this is going to be Deadpool's logo, but it's going to be bigger. Okay, so it's going to have his two eyes here. It's going to say Joker. And the reason I say these are going to be somewhat identical is because the next one's going to be his logo as well, except the colors are different. So these are going to be the two Jokers. And then the back design of the cards, just in case you want to look, is going to match the front of the box. So with all of these Marvel decks, it's going to have the front design of the box as the actual back design. So those are the Jokers. Now getting straight into the cards themselves, these actually aren't too bad, okay? So the first one here is going to be Deadpool himself, and he's going to be saying, yep. Okay, so here's the first, move this up a little. Here's the first card. if you notice the side of the deck, it's going to have like the top of the deck here. It's going to carry over to the side, if that makes sense. So it's going to have the Deadpool colors. Okay, so this is going to be the first card. And you can see the next one is going to be another one. So these are going to be all of the cards. So you can see how really detailed and how neat these are. So there's Deadpool with his gun, and a little flag comes out and it says bang. So probably not a deck you're gonna use for Magic. So it's gonna be a collector's deck. So you can see how different these are and just how cool they are as well. And all of the suits, I think, let me see if I can find it. All of the suits, okay, so the suits are gonna be the same color, unlike the Spider-Man deck. So the blacks are black and the reds are reds. So we have one more deck review to do, and that's actually going to be uploaded tomorrow. And then that's going to do it for deck reviews until I get some new decks. So different decks this year, but they're really cool as you can see. So that was the Deadpool deck. Not a very bad deck at all. It's really nice. So I hope you really enjoyed that deck review. So let's go ahead and get straight into the tutorial for the trick now. So I don't remember the last time I uploaded a trick using two decks. And since these two decks actually go together, I thought I would go ahead and upload this trick. Now, if you would like to see a video on decks of cards you can get that come in a 2-pack, let me know down below and I will go ahead and make that for you. I might make that for the next video just to have with the next deck review. But yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into this. So these are going to be the Avery decks, in case you're wondering. I think I have a review on these, but if I don't, and you would like me to make a review on these, let me know and I will go ahead and do that. But once you have your two decks, here's what you're going to do. Now, I like them to be different colored decks, but once again, you don't have to have that. So these are going to be different backs, but the faces are all going to be the same. So if you would like to see a video like that, let me know. I know I have a few decks around here. I don't know how many, but yeah. So, starting right off, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take out any card you're going to essentially force on the spectator. Let's go ahead and get a random card here. Let's say in this case, we have the Ace of Diamonds. So, starting right off, you're going to have both 8 of Diamonds on top of the deck, and you want them to go with their respective decks. So, this blue 8 of Diamonds with the blue deck, and this different 8 of Diamonds with this deck. And then I like to have the boxes as well. So, I put these in the box, and then we're all set. So because you know both 8 of Diamonds are going to be on top of the deck starting off, the spectator can really go ahead and use any deck they would like. So let's say they go ahead and use this color deck. You're both going to go ahead and take your decks out of the box, and you're not going to have them shuffle it. What you're going to do is you're going to explain that you're going to go through the deck and you're going to try to find a card, okay? So you're going to take your deck and you're going to have everything like this. So the back's to the spectator. But I'm going to expose it like this. So all you want to do is take this 8 of Diamonds and bring it to the top of the deck. So if the 8 of Diamonds is already on top of the deck, what you can do is you can go through like this. Okay, make it look like you're looking for a card. Then you can say, here, let's go ahead and cut to a card. You can do a false cut. And if you would like to learn how to do some false cuts, I will leave those videos down below that you can check out. I actually have a few videos on false cuts already. So that's one thing you can do if your 8 of Diamonds is already on top of the deck. But let's say your 8 of Diamonds is in the middle of the deck. What can you do? Well, if you know how to do the turnover pass, the classic pass, you can really do any of those moves to bring the 8 to the top. I don't know how to do those moves, so here's what I do. I go through like this, but I'm going to expose it. I'm going to look for the 8 right here. I'm going to keep my index finger on it. So this card right here is going to be the 8. I'm going to continue spreading through, and once I get to the top, I'm going to square up the whole deck, lift up where my index finger is, put my pinky in there, and then square up the deck like this. So when I lift up from the break here, the 8 of Diamonds is going to be right here. Okay, so I'm going to spread through, make it look like I'm looking for a card. So I see the 8 of Diamonds right here, then leave my index finger on it. I spread through, I square up the deck, and because my index finger is on that card, I can just lift up, put my pinky in, and then square it up like this. And then you can go ahead and cut this whole deck to the table, because you want that 8 to the table. And then you can break this pack into as many cuts as you would like. Something you don't want to do is this. So once you have your break, you know your 8 of Diamonds is going to be right here. So you don't want to cut this into plenty of packets like this, because then you would lose your 8 of Diamonds somewhere into the deck. So what you want to do here is just give it one cut, and then these can be cut as well. And if the spectator wanted to, they could shuffle this half, and then you could cut it up, bringing that 8 to the top. So going over this one more time, you're going to spread through, you're going to find your 8, keep your index finger on it, spread to the top, you're going to square up the deck, lift up, put your pinky in, finish squaring up, so now you have your break, cut this whole deck to the table. The spectator wanted to, they could shuffle these, and then you're going to cut these just like this. That's going to bring that 8 to the top. It's real simple. Here's what it might look like in real time. So let me go ahead and actually look for a card here. Because I can't actually find a card, let me go ahead and cut this deck up some. And we'll cut to a card that way. And just like that, you have the 8 on top. So, after all of this, what do you have? On your packet on top, you have 1 8. For the spectator, you have another 8. Obviously, you don't want to show this, because then the secret would be gave away. But this is what, I'm just going to show you this, though. So, after you've done this, you're going to go ahead and switch packets. But actually, let me backtrack there. While you are looking for your card, you explain to the spectator, because their 8 is on top, they're going to spread through face down. Any card they want, they're going to take it out like this without looking at it, and then place on top of the deck. So this is going to be a force, essentially. So you have one different card on top, and then the 8. So that's all that's going to happen. So, after you have finished cutting your 8 to the top, you tell the spectator, go ahead and spread through the deck and find one card you like, and without looking at it, up jog it, so bring it up, or actually you can just take it out and put on top of the deck. After you have done that, so their card is second from the top, and then your card is on top, you can switch the packets. And now you're all good. So what you're going to have to do now is a double lift. And I actually have a few videos on a double lift. So I'm going to link that down below in case you want to check those out. But now this is all you're going to do. It's just a double lift. So you can explain to the spectator, at the count of 3, we're both going to turn over our top card and see what we have. Or you can say, how about you turn over your top card at the count of 3 and see what you have. So you can go ahead and do that. You can count 1, 2, 3. They can turn over their top card. Then you can say 8 of diamonds. Does anything, you feel anything about the 8 of diamonds? Does it look familiar? Anything you would like. And then you can say, what if I have the same card as you? And then you can go ahead and turn over your 8 of diamonds at the top, doing a double lift. So after you've done that double lift, you can do one of two things. You can end the trick like that by doing a double, or what you can do is actually the KM move. And I'm going to leave a link down below for the KM move in case you want to check that out, okay? So let me go ahead and go over that one more time. So the 8 on top here, and then you have both of your cards here. You can say, okay, on the count of 3, go ahead and turn over your top card. 1, 2, 3. They turn over their top card, and you can say, what if my top card was the 8 of diamonds as well? You can turn it over and show the 8 of diamonds, and then you can do one of two things. You can do the KM move, which I'm not going to leave a link, which I'm not going to go over, because I already have a video for it. Or what you can do is this. So, go ahead and try this. So the 8 of diamonds here. And then you can do a second deal. Now, I don't know how to do the second deal, but if you want to, you could do that. And then you can end clean and show that those are both the 8 of diamonds. So it's not a hard trick at all to get down. And I will go ahead and do that one more time just for you. So you're going to start off with both cards on top of the deck, and whatever deck the spectator wants, they can keep. You're going to go through to your deck, and you can either do a false cut by keeping the 8 of diamonds on top, if it's already on top, or if it's in the middle, you can go ahead and cut it to the top, okay? So catch a break underneath it, and then you can cut. And then you're going to have the spectator go through and face down, take out one card, and without looking at it, place it on top. You can trade decks. Then you can say on the count of 3, why don't you go ahead and turn over your top card. So 1, 2, 3, they turn over their 8, and you can say, what if I had the same card on top? You can go ahead and turn over your double and show the 8 of diamonds, and then you can do a KM move, or what you can do is actually a second deal. And once again, I don't know how to do a second deal, so I'm not going to go over that. But that was pretty much the trick. I hope you really enjoyed this. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time for a new video. Bye.